Well, today's winds may cause survivors of the 2021 Marshall Fire in Boulder County to feel uneasy. The wind-driven fire erupted on this day 3 years ago. 1,000 homes and businesses were destroyed. 2 people were killed. The National Weather Service stresses how different today's conditions are compared to 3 years ago. 100-mile-per-hour hurricane-force winds fueled that fire. Today's winds topped a route at about 80 miles per hour. The area was also experiencing extreme drought conditions at the time of the Marshall Fire, a major contributor to the fire's strength.
Denver 7's Veronica Acosta joins us live in Boulder County with how survivors of the fire were feeling today and how first responders prepared. Veronica?
You know, these are tough days for those Marshall Fire survivors. They bring on lots of anxiety, but those I spoke with, as well as those first responders, say they feel more prepared than ever for these high wind days. And it's pretty jarring to see. 3 years to the day. You see not much left, and then on the other side, you see some homes that have luckily been able to make it. A good law enforcement presence here because they're having a hard closure. So anyone watching this morning, just know if you're thinking about coming out to see if your home is still standing, they're not going to let you through. It's just not safe right now. On December 30th, 2021, the Marshall Fire destroyed more than 1,000 homes in Boulder County.
We were numb. We really couldn't believe it.
The reminders of the devastation are still evident, with rebuilding in progress, and Monday, a high wind warning for places like Boulder County triggering those reminders.
I was anxious all last night, waiting for the wind to come and wondering, what it was going to be like.
Leslie and Eric Levinson are one of the many whose home was destroyed by the fire.
When we rolled up the window blinds and saw that the fence was on fire, and then there was that small explosion behind our house and things started flying into our window.
Now they're all rebuilt, but when wind kicks up, so do their concerns, worries they share with first responders.
Right now we're consistently following our remote automated weather stations, so we're taking in and looking at wind gusts and wind speeds, consistent wind speeds. We're monitoring both our city radio channels as well as the county radio channels.
Doubling the staff able to respond to fires, another precaution taken at Boulder Fire Rescue Station 8 on Monday. A precaution appreciated by those like the Levinsons.
I don't know if you can outrun a disasters, and I'm optimistic that, like I said, everybody learned a lot from it.
But above all else, prepared for anything that may come their way. And this is the Sagamore neighborhood in Superior where we are this evening, one of the many that was devastated by the Marshall Fire. You can see rebuilding here. It is nearly complete. And you guys, the Levinsons telling us tonight that it never was a doubt in their mind whether or not they were going to come back here and rebuild their home, which is exactly what they did. We're in Boulder County tonight. I'm Veronica Acosta, Denver 7.
So nice to see that community come back to life there, Veronica. Thank you. Investigators say the Marshall Fire started as 2 fires. The Boulder County Sheriff's Office said high winds reignited buried embers that had been buried off of El Dorado Drive days earlier. Shortly after that, they say a second fire sparked just south of the Marshall Mesa trailhead from an Xcel Energy power line. No criminal charges have been filed, but Xcel faces nearly 300 lawsuits. They are filed by local governments, homeowners, and Target. One lawsuit is a mass action suit with more than 250 victims seeking damages. Xcel has denied any responsibility.
64% of the 1,100 homes and businesses that were destroyed in the fire have been rebuilt. 16% are under construction or have received a permit to build. And Denver 7 Gives viewers played a big part in the rebuilding process. Shortly after the Marshall Fire, we set up the Denver 7 Gives Wildfire Fund to support those directly impacted.
And your generosity helped us raise and hand out just over $700,000. Your donations brought an SUV for the Tarvis family. The family of 7 lost their home, business, and 3 cars in the Marshall Fire. Thanks to your help getting them back on their feet, they reopened their business last year.
We got you guys a new car!
Awesome.
Wow. Yeah, I'm crying. This is crazy. Thank you so much.
Denver 7 Gives viewers also raised $50,000 for Hope Lives Here, Colorado. The group helped build dozens of bedrooms for kids who lost everything in the fire, giving them a sense of home.
You can think about how many people are trying to feel what you're feeling and they want to help. They just want to help.
And in the wake of the Marshall Fire, we had our biggest donation to date. $300,000 to a precious child. The nonprofit was a vital resource for families who lost so much in the fire, providing household items and essentials while connecting families with the resources and services they needed. We couldn't have done these stories without you. Learn about how the community has risen up from the ashes over the last 3 years at denver7.com/Marshall Fire.